Hi, we are finally back and live. Let me turn on the lights first. Let me turn on the flashy lights behind me. Sorry that we are so late today because real life happens and we had a bunch of stuff to deal with. Let me check. So we are finally multi-streaming, triple streaming from TT, YT, and Pump.fun. Um, the perspective is a bit different this time, right? It's different from the yesterday where it was all vertical. If you want to see us full screen on TT, you can actually tilt your device. Tilt it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Random Pits, Mr. Be Happy, Evic Tan, Mike Cole, Wilson. Wait, so let me check. How do I see? Have you all seen the latest stories we posted yesterday? Or I mean for today? The last story of the day is isn't doing that hot, which was quite surprising. We posted 46 minutes ago and only doing 55 views for now, which is kind of weird. By the way, did any of you see the latest format that we made yesterday? We did 7 short stories into one story, 4 minutes long. It's called 24th September Quickfire News Compilation. Give us some feedback if this is a new content format you prefer, or you prefer that we separate all 7 short stories out. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to post on our socials first. Panda King, thank you for the heart me. I need to figure out this is the one. Thank you for the heart me. Oh, is this a camera? My hair's kind of messy today, I guess. Hold on a minute. Let me check. Let me check how good is this. Let me just check how good is this camera. Let me check original stream quality. How does it look like? Oh, it's pretty blur actually. Huh? How's the stream quality of this camera? Is it better than yesterday's one? Give me some feedback, squad, so that I know how we can improve. Maybe I need to increase the light here. Okay. So, okay, now let's see if we can do. Let me show you the stories that we'll be going through today. I kind of forgotten what were the stories. Thank you for joining us, YSL. Thank you for joining us, HM GoGo. Thank you for joining us, SUK. It's 5:42 p.m. Singapore time. People are about to get off work. We started streaming so late today because really had a bunch of stuff to settle. Okay, nice. Nice. Looks like I can share with you what is our first story today. Let's see, okay, where is it? So we have one, two, three, four, five, six stories today, and then wow, okay, that's a serious one. A power bank went boom and actually burned down a house in China. Wow. I mean, we have stories locally of, alleged power bank boom, but until burning down a whole house. That is okay. And what is this? Okay, let's take a look at this story. Where is the... Here. Okay, let me know if we should cover this. Okay, this is my wait. Oh, my keyboard is here. Sorry. My keyboard is here. Sorry. Okay, let me know if we should cover this. 充电宝自燃烧毁房子。Oh no. What? Okay. At least mother and daughter safe. I thought they perished in the fire. Wait, is this in China or Taipei? Oh my god. This is in Taipei, not China. What's going on with editorial? Okay, let's do a quick glance. Let's see if there's a brand for that power bank. Square integrated power bank with its own plug. You know, the power bank with its own cable, that means. Caught fire on the sofa, and then probably people didn't notice it fast enough. Or because the family was out shopping. Were they charging their power bank while they were out shopping? Why did this firefighter actually warn people not to buy integrated public label power banks? What is the meaning of this? Let me read the Chinese version. 一体系公版贴牌货. What does this mean? 一体系充电宝方形一体自带插头. Yeah, I know. So it's a power bank that comes with its own plug. It wasn't charging and it combust on its own while the family was out shopping. Is there a picture? Oh, there is a picture. Okay, there is a picture. That didn't help. Can we zoom? Okay, let me see. Can we zoom? Oh, how do we zoom? Okay. So what was wrong with this? You're talking something like this? What's wrong with this? There's a strap holder at the bottom here. Display. One USB, one USB-C. So I don't understand what was the firefighter trying to warn us about. So the problem with this kind of power banks is that the battery, transformer and circuit board were all squeezed into a small square. Because they were trying to make it, more portable. So basically telling you, don't just go for the slim kind of PBs. Wow, the firefighter gave a very good tip that I always wonder what we should do. Sometimes our electronic devices, like laptops, our battery will bloat up. So let's say there's swelling on your PB power bank. what they recommend to do is fill a bucket 90% full with water, place the power bank in it, and then add a tablespoon of salt, but do it outdoors. And let it soak for at least 24 hours. If you're worried, leave it for longer, a few days. But basically, I still don't understand why was he warning us about this kind of power bank. What's wrong with this? A square integrated power bank with its own plug. Isn't it better? I mean, I love to buy power banks with their own cable, so I don't have to, carry another cable. So they're telling me that this is not good. He also once again called on people not to buy integrated power banks. Serious? What's wrong with the cable being built in? What made this firefighter an expert on electronics? I'm gonna read it in Chinese once again to make sure that I'm not getting any context wrong. Thank you for the like, Panda King. Thank you for joining us, Sugar Cookie. Thank you for joining us, Christina. "自带弯折插头." So the problem with this power bank was that it has a plug that could be bent. What is this? I'm gonna search this. Hey, let's search this word. Hey, how come I cannot highlight? Huh? This page doesn't allow me to highlight. Yo. Oh my god. You know, there are some sites where they don't allow you to highlight, so you can't copy and paste. Like this site. Okay, we'll cover that. Quick news. Because we started late today, so we're gonna do pretty much all quick fire news. Wait, where is the next one? Okay, in Australia, there is this insane news. Hold on. Hold on a minute. And I'm back. This will be the first one we'll cover. Shocking footage captures brazen daylight theft as woman breaks through door. What? Another day in Melbourne. I like Melbourne. What was she trying to do? She wanted to shop while it was closed. So she just stormed her way into the shop. Oh, she really went in just to take clothes? Looks like this is a rise from some kind of dispute. So she took clothes and money before leaving the store. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh my god, back kick, back thrust, front kick. You know, if that glass were to smash onto you or shatter, what glass is that? Oh my god. Is that tempered glass? She just went in to take clothes? Is she even picking her size? Why don't she take a bag from the shop, since she's taking so many? What glass is this? It doesn't shatter. That's insane. She kicked it so many times, back kick here. Oh my god. Thank you for joining us, LOL. Thank you for joining us, Ming. Thank you for joining us, Midnight. Hold on a minute, let me check. Wait, I forgot to post on socials that we're live. Give me one quick minute. Give me a quick minute. Oops. Nope. Wait, let me take a look. It seems the viewers are much lesser when we stream from... Thank you for joining, Fasipan Joseph. Thank you for joining, LOL. So we're doing direct stream sort of from, what do you call this? Using OBS. If we are using Live Studio, we're actually getting more viewers. Are we getting more viewers on Live Studio usually? Do we get more the last 2 days using Live Studios? Really? No. Usually I always see 8. Oh, so it matters. Okay, so the algorithm for streaming is you use Live Studios. You get more push. Oh, interesting.
Problem when you use Live Studio, it shows your IP is Singapore, so we'll attract all the Singapore.
So I'm going through everyone that has entered our chat. So I've gone through the last. I'm clicking now, like the last. This is the last 20 names so far, and none of them are actually followers.
Yes, because it's a US IP.
Oh, there is one that I know though. Dinati, thank you for coming, but you left. Panda King was here. Thank you for being here. Okay, so okay, interesting. So we might be better off using Live Studio actually, because at least this way, if we're using Live Studio, they will recommend our streams to our followers that we're live. Oh, yep. I mean, so far, believe it or not, I haven't seen a single follower join our stream besides Panda King. Thank you for joining, Shima Joy. Oh, but I mean, there are pros and cons. This way, we're reaching out to new audiences. I mean, there is so many people joining. So in a way, this way, we can reach out to new audiences, you know? Interesting, interesting. Thank you for the heart me, Max D. Ryan. Hi, bro. Hi, we're using a slightly different format today compared to the last 2 days. Last 2 days we were using Live Studio, and then the perspective was vertical. Now it's kind of like a smaller square on top, which I know isn't that popular on TT, right? Because we are all watching streams on our phone. And then the only way to make it larger is you need to tilt your phone to the left to go full screen, which for TT users is not that popular yet lah. So I'm still considering, because basically from what I've noticed, hello, welcome to the stream, 时来运转. What I'm noticing is yeah, give us your feedback, you know, like which stream format do you like, but at least here I can share screen. Thank you for the Go Popular times 10. Thank you so much, Max D. Ryan. Thank you for the 10, Rosa, Mr. Be Happy. Thank you for joining us, Blueberry. Okay, never mind. Let me think about it, like which format you all prefer. Actually, I could also go. Is there a way to make it? Is there a way to make it like vertical perspective and then still be able to share screen? So basically, like how the usual video you see on your phone, you know, about I'm below and then the screen share is above. So we covered this. Like I said, we started so late. It's already 6 in Singapore. We have how many stories to cover? You know, I really don't like using Macintosh. They have this very weird perspective with their windows. When you use PC, generally you are supposed to use everything maxed out, you know, and it's very easy to switch between windows. When I use Macintosh, we're expected to like not always keep your windows at max size, so you can easily like layer between them, you know. And the next one, okay, this one is ridiculous. So there's this 63-year-old man that got fined for touching and pinching a woman's cheeks. And when I meant cheeks, I meant the cheeks of the face, okay, not the cheeks of whatever you're thinking. "63-year-old man fined for touching, pinching woman's cheek in grocery store." And if you look at bro's face right here, even behind that face mask, everyone can tell that he's still smiling so happily. He was fined, he was fined 2,500 ringgit. How much is that in USD? Let me just check. I think he got off light, because I believe he didn't get any jail time at all. So basically the fine was in replacement of 6 months of jail time. Is that what it meant? The magistrate meted out the fine in default 6 months in prison. So in replacement of 6 months in prison, you only have to pay a fine of 2,500 ringgit. No wonder the guy is smiling. The man was charged with using criminal force on a 23-year-old woman with the intention of outraging her modesty. I mean, you don't just go up randomly to some person and then squeeze their cheeks, their face cheeks, okay? Not whatever cheeks you're thinking. The victim was trying to make a payment, and the accused touched her left cheek twice. And then he pinched her cheek even after she reprimanded him. So what? When she reprimanded him, he thought she was flirting with him or something? What's wrong with this 63-year-old? The woman is now traumatized and afraid to go to work. Okay, we can cover this very quickly in a quickfire news. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for joining us, Alpha Omega Joe. Thank you for joining us, Yurisuki. I mean, like, he got off light, he got off light. I mean, you have to wonder, has he been doing this to other people in other places in the public? If he just go up to someone, touch the cheek twice, get scolded, and then proceeds to pinch the cheek. Scary. Okay, we're gonna do this. Next, let me see. Oh, this was yesterday. I'm sure everyone has seen it. Have you all seen the sinkhole in Thailand? That is massive, If Singapore, we were worried about that sinkhole in Tanjong Katong, is it? I mean, have you seen the sinkhole in Thailand? Oh my god. Look at this, and they have a whole building above it. They have a whole building above the sinkhole. How scary is that? Oh no, they have a whole hospital above the sinkhole. Have they evacuated all the patients? A massive sinkhole opened up. The word massive can't even be used to describe this hole, okay? It's ginormous. Hi, Alpha. Hi, Talking Squad and everyone. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. The sinkhole appeared at 7:15 a.m. outside the hospital. What else? The sinkhole was caused by a leak in a tunnel. I mean, I think the Singapore one also was caused by a leak also. Basically, most sinkholes are caused by a leak because it will cause like the soil to soil erosion, right? See, there was a leak in the water pipe. Water from the pipe eroded the earth under the road. Yep. Look at this. Oh my god. Can I open new tab? Can I zoom? Joyce, love your voice. Talking Squad, thank you so much for the support, Joyce. Thank you for being here. Look at this. I mean, okay. For comparison, you know, the one in Singapore was like the size of 2-3 cars, okay? Look at the car in the middle of the sinkhole, okay? And then you look at the length and width of it. This sinkhole can fit easily, oh my god, I think this sinkhole can fit easily 50 cars, okay? Or more. Shh. Imagine the earth eroded so much that it didn't start with a small sinkhole. The moment it happened, everything eroded away. But I think there was nobody harmed, you know. Let me see. Was it? Oh, okay, let's see the video. Let me. Oh my god, that lorry is gone. See that lorry disappearing? And that platform, that pipe, okay. Bye. Wow. I hope that car was empty when it happened. Yeah, only one car. Considering the massive size of the sinkhole and it's still sinking further. Wow, okay. Let's see how big was the damage. They never mentioned how many cars or vehicles were... Wow, look at this lone car here survived. And everywhere around the car caved in. Whoever parked this car here is lucky, okay? Max D. Ryan, that sinkhole was very big. Yeah, man, it's massive. I mean, compared to the Singapore one. You know how so many of us in Singapore were so worried by that sinkhole. I mean, if this happened in Thailand, look at this. Wow. Thank you for the hand hearts, Mr. Be Happy. Thank you for the heart me. 2King 168. Thank you for the heart me, Joyce. Okay. What else? What else do we have? Oh, this one. Yep. I wanted to cover this story because this is social awareness. Basically, you know, telling kids to be careful when they're at the playground. Because I'm a parent myself, but I'm more of the protective kind of parenting, you know, where I will always tell my kids to be very careful at the playground. But there are certain parents out there, you know, their method of parenting is just go and play at the playground, go and run, go and jump, you know. It's okay to fall here or there, but then the thing is, playgrounds can be dangerous, like this 10-year-old boy that lost his fingertip on a swing. My god. How did it happen? It was trapped between the wooden slats of the swing. Max D. Ryan, I saw that video. Was 2 persons saved out of the sinkhole? Thank you for the context. Later when I cover the story during recording, I'll have to recheck the points again. Because just now that article by CNA didn't say exactly, you know, who were there any victims or any vehicles besides the video we saw that like white lorry that went in. Thank you, Max D. Ryan. Appreciate it. So the boy was taken to KK. I mean, what we want to know was, did they manage to reattach back the finger? My god, let me see. Oh, don't tell me the fingertip is gone. Oh my god. So 2 foreign workers helped the boy, okay? Just like foreign workers save the poor lady from the car in our Singapore sinkhole, okay? And don't forget also the foreign workers that save everyone from the fire at the shop at River Valley. Do you all remember that story? Where there were like 30 over kids on the second floor, is it third floor? All because of foreign workers, don't forget them. Max D. Ryan, my pleasure. Thank you, bro. Joyce, yes. Yeah, that's why foreign workers, they, when we need them, they are there, they help us tremendously. So they never explain if the boy managed to reattach back his fingertip, eh? Ah, man. Are you serious? He really lost it, ah. It's not cut fingertip, eh? It's loose, eh? What the? Oh my god. Reading this, I feel faint. The boy and older brother sought help from two construction workers after the accident. This is a very popular swing, but it appeared to have defects. Construction workers stayed with the boys, reassured him while waiting for help to arrive. And then town council is trying to reach out to the boy and family to offer assistance, and then nothing. How was the trip to the hospital? The boy was taken to KK Women's and Children's Hospital for treatment, but nothing mentioned about reattaching the fingertip. That is the part that I wanted to know. Oh, man. Let's see later if there's other sources to see if he managed to reattach it back or not. Maxi Ryan, yeah, super reading it. Oh my god, I feel faint, reading losing the fingertip. There was a girl that lost also like a fingertip. That we also covered. I think it was a hairdryer at a shopping mall. I do not know if you remember that. I forgot which mall. Like I think she put her finger into the hairdryer van. Oh my god. Okay. Then what is this? Oh, this was a story that I wasn't aware of at all. So apparently, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I only knew about this yesterday when I realized there were two very like famous Australian swimmers that actually did shoplifting or shop theft in Singapore. This one, Italian swimmers. Italian swimmers. So how were they champions? Let me see. How for shoplifting. Last month, I wasn't aware of this story at all. August 14. World Aquatics Championship. What is it? Is it just a lap, a swim? Getting into trouble for 150 Singapore dollars worth of items. Just like the girl Yamaguchi took about $600 worth of Don Donkey items, and then because of this now she's like, I mean, if she wanted to be viral, she is really viral right now. All news outlets are covering her, and a lot of people, I believe such as myself, when we are like thinking who is Yamaguchi and want to see like what kind of content she does, we can't find anything. So basically, this story is just saying, just because you're an Italian swimmer, national swimmer, that doesn't mean that like your embassy could help you, It's basically FAFO, fool around and find out over here in Singapore, Doing crime has consequences, and you have to pay for your crimes. Even though I always say crime does not pay. But please pay for your crimes. Oh, then this one we can't cover it because let me see. What is this? There's one news that is pretty grim in Australia. Family suspects foul play. What is? Oh, this man was found unalive in a Bali villa pool. It happened in May 26. Found unalive in a villa plunge pool, but his unalive status was not reported to authorities for days. A bit sus, why wasn't it reported immediately? I mean, do we want to cover this? This is a very gruesome case. So they're suspecting it might be foul play linked to these 3 other Australians. And the 3 have been allowed to leave. I mean, how are you going to continue investigations if you let the so-called concerned parties, is it suspects? Yeah, so the lawyer for the victim is asking why the 3 Australians were able to leave the country. Leaving without any interrogations or any detailed account of the events leading to the victim being unalive. Look, not sure why I'm given this story to cover by editorial. So there is someone being unalive in a Bali villa, and then he was deceased but not reported to the authorities. Autopsy was done. What did the autopsy say? Let me see. Autopsy confirmed there were bruises, blunt force trauma, but the trauma was not fatal. But if combined with, substances and all that, it is possible if it's a pool, he could have, been underwater. That's all I can say to be safe with the algorithm. Okay, I can cover this briefly, but I mean, this is basically like a alleged murder case. But I mean, you guys know, right? I don't really like covering such stuff because it's grim. But unless there is like social awareness or importance to it, huh? His heart was removed after autopsy. The body returned to Australia without the heart, and they had to pay an additional $700 to have the heart returned. Look, I mean, squad, should we cover this story? I mean, it's an alleged murder case. We can't say for sure, but I have no idea. Give me your feedback if you think we should cover this story or not. I mean, Australian alleged murdered in Bali Villa on May 26. The 3 suspects were allowed to leave the country without any interrogation or detailed accounts of the event. And then that's about it. that's really about it. Can add a little bit of context of the body was returned without the heart. Family have to top up another $700 to get the heart returned back. Not really sure. Be right back, Joyce. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you for the power of diamonds, 5 of them. Thank you for the GG, Mr. Be Happy. Welcome to the stream, Miss IOC. We are currently looking at this story which I don't even know. I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of this kind of cases of people being unalive all over the world. If we are just a channel that covers people being unalive, I mean, honestly, would have endless content just covering such stories, but we are not that kind of channel because, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Ebony Blue. So let me look at the stuff that we have today. Let me just look at my Excel here. Okay, the Australian woman kicking down the clothing store glass door and not shattering it and still managing to enter, that one will do. There is a really wild, crazy typhoon going on in Hong Kong, which we will briefly do also. That will be under quick fire news. The Malaysian man, that one we have to do because that is just insane that he got off so lightly. The massive sinkhole, yes. I mean, so far what I've seen is all quick fire stuff. The 10-year-old boy that lost a fingertip, yes, we can do that. Basically today seems like all are pretty much straightforward quick fire news. There's nothing much that I can really, find one that's slightly talk more a bit into it. Maybe that's all we have today. Okay, so we'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really keen to do the Italian swimmers, to be honest. I'm just gonna skip it for now, okay? It's low priority to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 that I definitely would do, okay? Let me highlight them first so that I don't mix up. Okay, let's do this 6 today. And there is one that I wanted to do from yesterday that I could do today because we didn't have enough time yesterday. I'm very thirsty. Let me get a tea or something. Be right back. Ada teh. Bikin teh satu ya. Ini boleh minum kan? And I'm back. I noticed there is like a 10-second delay, Welcome to the stream, Yanxi. If you guys want to see clearly what we're going through on the screen share, just tilt your phone to the left or press that full screen button at the bottom right, I believe. So we will be definitely covering the woman that breaks through the door of that clothing store in Australia using her kicks. The typhoon Ragasa in Hong Kong, which was insane. You saw the video of how the flood, is it typhoon? The flood smashed through the doors of I think it was a Fullerton Hotel or something. There was a hotel, like a 5-star hotel next to the ocean park, and the whole lobby was like washed away. The 63-year-old Malaysian man that was cheeky in pinching a woman's cheek, facial cheeks, not buttocks cheek. Definitely will be doing that. The massive sinkhole in Thailand. The boy that lost his fingertip and there was no further context if he managed to reattach his fingertip. The power bank explosion that burned down a house. And this story also is lagging context of was the power bank charging when it boom. Shouldn't have said the word X to the dirt. So that's 6. And what is this story? So out of these 6, I'm just thinking. Okay. Let's just start. Okay, I'll be muting the chat soon because I'll be covering this one. K-Team Beta Singapore, welcome to the stream. Thank you for sharing the live, Mr. Be Happy. Thank you for joining us, Winnie. This is the Talk Squad Daily, behind the scenes. Slightly different perspective from the last 2 days. Let us know which one do you prefer. Thank you for joining us, Keith. So I'm reading here right now about this one. Let me just put this one, this lady, okay? We're doing this, we're gonna talk about, okay. You know, the problem is I cannot show this advertisement to the right. It's gonna get me demonetized on YT. I need something to cover this, you know. That's the problem. I'm pretty sure this advertisement here is gonna get me demonetized on YT stream. Juju, thank you for joining us. Is there somewhere safe? No, I know. I'm gonna go to here. If not, it shows too much of that banner, we're gonna get demonetized. Okay, so basically that story. Let's go through the points before I record. Oh, where is it? It happened on September 20th, 2025, 3 p.m. That shop is called JI Studio. Never heard of this brand. A designer clothing store. It is very confusing because they say the staff locked the store after a theft attempt. So you're telling me the girl was a theft, they saw someone trying to steal stuff, so they locked the door, and then after that she kicked the door open, the glass door open, without breaking the glass, and then go in and continue stealing. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. I mean, if you were caught stealing, they lock the store, you just go to your go to the next itinerary, right? You wouldn't be continuing to kick the door down and going in and resume stealing, am I right? Or is it so wild? Oh my god, okay, it is that wild, okay? It is as ridiculous as I just said. So the staff members really locked the doors because a woman was criming in there, okay? And then after the doors were locked, she insisted on going back in to resume her crime. Wow. Okay, okay, as insane as it is, that was what happened. Okay, let me drink a bit of tea. Give me 1 minute. Never mind, my tea was too hot. I'll just get some water. Thank you for joining us, Jenny Wong. Thank you for joining us, Agnes Ko. Thank you for joining us, Jonathan, I believe. So we're gonna mute chat very soon. I'm gonna start recording this story that we covered earlier. Thank you for joining us, Jimmy Ang, DCTS Daily Behind the Scenes. Very soon I'll be recording the first story, which means I need to mute the chat. I'm gonna start muting it. Thank you for joining us, VV88 Lim. How are you? My crystal buddy, VV88 Lim. Thank you for joining us, Jocelyn Lau. Sorry, we're gonna about to start recording because believe it or not, it's 6:30 p.m. I even recorded the first story. We are way behind schedule. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna drink more water. Have a bit of phlegm situation going on here. Looks like today is crime edition. Alright. Muting in 3, 2, 1, recording in session. Oh no. Oops. Okay, sorry, recording in session. See, when I press the wrong keyboard, it switches scenes by itself. I'm back. Hi. Vesoso88. Welcome back to the stream. Hello. Hello there. How are you enjoying the new perspective? This is done from a webcam now. We're multi-streaming on 3 platforms, by the way. YouTube, sorry, U to the Tube, YT, Palm.fun, and TT. TikTok is safe to say. Let me check if we have any audience members. We just recorded the first story. I wanted to add a bit more context, but then... Oh, I have a fantastic start. I have a fantastic start for that. By the way, can you all hear sounds? Wait, let me just check. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to somewhere quiet and see if there's any outside sound being inside here. Okay, I'm back. I guess you can hear all the background noises behind me. I can even hear the kids playing. Yep. So I just thought of a better intro to that story. Let me think about it slowly. I'm just gonna say, is it crime season over at Melbourne? Crime season is in. No. How should I start it? Dead Jokes Lover, welcome to the stream. Sword23, welcome to the stream. Dead Jokes Lover, how does a French skeleton say hello? Bonjour. Well done. Well done. A bit dry, but... A bit dry, okay. I mean... I rate it a 6.5 out of 10. But I mean, that is the idea of dead jokes, you know. It has to be dry. If not, it can't be a dead joke. I understand. Put water lah, yes, okay. Okay, nice. Your follow-up has improved the rating to a 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so I'm gonna re-record that segment earlier. Because I thought of a better ending. Wait, let me just listen to it first. Thank you for joining us, Agnes TMY. By the way, guys, give me feedback. Is this perspective better, or you prefer the whole full screen thing on your phones? How is this taking so long to untangle? VV, full screen. Thank you very much, VV. I also prefer full screen. By the way, VV, if you want to make it full screen, you can tilt your phone to the left or press that full screen button, but you have to hold your phone horizontally. Yeah, I know. It's not ideal lah for now. We will... I'll see if we are able to do like dual perspective for the TT stream, because we are multi-streaming also to YT, U to the Tube. And the idea is sometimes the last few days we were doing like, you know, we were sharing like what stories we were doing. So like this, you can see now, you know, what are stories we wanted to do. And this was the main thing that I just covered this one. You can see the video here. This was the one. This girl is criming inside the shop, you see. She's on a crime spree. You see all the clothes she's picking up? She's not intending to pay for those, okay? You see, she picks up so much clothes and she doesn't even pick up a paper bag to fill them up. Yep. It's crime season in Melbourne. Another day in Melbourne. Look at that, the caption. Another day in Melbourne. It's crime season over at Melbourne. Devi59, thank you for joining us. Let me just check my recording. Let me click this again. Another day in Melbourne. At first I thought it was some kind of like dispute between employee versus employer, but no. It's crime. Actual crime being filmed. Daniel Q, thank you for joining the stream. I'm listening to the recording I just recorded. Luckily, I wasn't recording. Yeah. What's that? I think my dinner is here. But no, I need to record first. Okay, I just listened to what I recorded. Everything is okay. I think I need to add an ending, or should I re-record? Oh man, there's so much background noise here. Okay, I need to add an ending, I guess.
Where's the lift? Hello? Itu semua ni sampai. Dia ada foto saya datang.
Okay, and I am back. Oh, I want to re-record. Ada, thank you for the finger heart. Ada Lee Property. Welcome to the stream. We are TTS Daily, or maybe you know me as something else. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Dinati, thank you for joining us. I need to re-record that. But then I have so much background noise. I need to tell the kids to be quiet. Hi guys, sorry I was away. I had dinner because I haven't had lunch. So I had a really quick dinner and I sent out the first recording to the team. Sorry if I miss out any chat. Thank you Shika Yuki for the love you so much. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the Rosa too. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you very much Shika Yuki. Thank you for the follow, naughty fellow. Thank you. Sorry I was away for like maybe a good 5 to 10 minutes. just had my first proper meal of the day actually. So usually my breakfast is 2 eggs, and then I don't really do lunch. I mean, I eat a snack for lunch. Welcome to the stream, Megan Mello. Good evening. Good evening to you. Are you also in Singapore? As I was saying, I just finished recording the first story, sent it to the team, had my quick dinner because I don't eat lunch. Basically, lunch is just something I eat snacks to pull through it. So my snacks for today was, I had one drumlet, not drumstick, like I had one drumlet, and I had like a very thin slice of cake. That was my lunch. And this is now 2 green apples. I've been eating like 2 green apples for after dinner for some time now because I love sour stuff. So I'm not exactly a fan of red apples. Welcome to the stream, Ice Cold Coffee. We should be recording our second story soon. Let me show you. The second story is oh, this. I haven't seen this yet. Let me see exactly. I saw how the lobby of Fullerton in Hong Kong at Ocean Park there was demolished by the flood. Oh my god. It affected Taiwan also? I thought it was in Hong Kong only. Wow. Wait. Okay, so it's in Hong Kong on Wednesday morning. Now we are at Wednesday evening. So it's gonna go to Vietnam soon. Sorry, wrong screen. No wonder you guys couldn't see. The typhoon did not make landfall in Hong Kong, but then did you all see that video, the Fullerton one? It did skirted the coastline. Level 10 warning. That's really the highest. Oh my. I didn't know it went through Philippines and Taiwan first before reaching Hong Kong. And just saying it didn't even reach Hong Kong. It didn't make landfall, it just skirted the coastline. And from the videos we've seen online, yes, this is the one that I saw. This is the one that I saw yesterday. No, not this. Oh my god, advertisements. I can't show advertisements, sorry. If I show advertisements, I'll get demonetized. Wait a minute. Let me make sure it's over already. Let me make sure the ad. Oh, okay. Wait. There's still like 15 seconds to the ad. 12 more seconds. 8, 7, 6. Kiko, thank you for joining us. Destiny, thank you for joining us. Tongmu, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna show you this picture. Okay, this one. See this? This is the lobby of the Fullerton Hotel, if I'm not wrong, next to the Ocean Park, Hong Kong. You see the flood? Totally smashed the lobby, and this guy took a right here. Thank you for the rose, Tongmu. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow, Tongmu. Welcome to the stream, Jen. Welcome to the stream, Grace Chi Chi. Let's see it once again. This is, we will first see before the glasses break, before the door break, okay, before the entrance break. It was holding well until, yep, it was futile. The glass doors were futile against the forces of nature. This guy's gonna take a right here. Look, he's gonna take a free right. Yep, there he goes. Thank you for joining us, Aquarius. Thank you for joining us again, Grace Chi Chi. Let me see. I have so many links to click here. Let's try this link. Wait, what was that? What was that? Power. Oh my god. Is this real? This is what they. Is this real? What? They did this in preparation of the Typhoon Ragasa. Bro tied his car up, but the tree still fell on it. Oh my god. Editorial, seriously, such a serious news, and you gave me this. Wait, what's this? What's this? No, no, no. I don't want to see the next video, no. What happened to the cage car? Thank you for the heart me, Tongmu. Thank you very much. Let me see. Editorial sent me 3 more links. Let me see what happened. It is supposed to be a serious news, but they are sending me all these links. Let's see, what else did they send me? Oh, yep, this is the one. That guy in the yellow raincoat didn't fall at all. His mapu very good. Hey, what's this? Bro, stop advertising me his content. I'm not interested. Why can't TikTok just play a video when it ends, just end? Don't go to the next video, seriously. Let's see the third link. Buddy Summer, thank you for joining us. Wow. Is this the same hotel or no? It's a restaurant, Fritz. I hope you have insurance. By the way, this is considered as not even making landfall. It basically just skirted the coastline. We'll be back soon, so I guess he has insurance. No, don't play next video. Oh my god. Oh, that was scary. Okay, one more link. Ragasa Typhoon. Oh, this is the one that happened in Taiwan before it went over to... Wow, what's that? Oh my god, is that the bridge is gone? It's like impending doom coming over to meet you. You know? Oh my god. Look at all the debris in the water. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't see this. I only saw the Fullerton Hotel one. Oh my god. Why are some of the water like giant wave and then medium wave and small wave was surrounded by a flood of water? Do you guys see that? Let me show you again the last part. You see here? Notice how there's bigger waves in the middle. Big mountains, medium mountains, small mountains of water. Huh? Huh? That's creepy. This is the best. Oh my god. Can we have this on repeat? Is there any way to set this on a loop? Can I loop this? No, I don't want auto scroll. I want you to loop this video. Man, there's no way to loop this. Yoko Wong, thank you for joining us. Tan Dave, Siu Gag Tan, thank you for joining us. I'm almost done with my dessert. 2 green apples. Almost done. That's really a lot. Could this be 3? Judgment time. Thank you for joining us. We are TTS. We're doing TTS Daily behind the scenes. And I have a mouthful of apples right now, so I shall stop talking. LOL join. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yi. This is TTS Daily behind the scenes. Impromptu ASMR green apple eating session, which is about to end with this piece. Joyce, welcome back to the stream. You are currently watching Yi finish consuming a bowl of 2 cut green apples. CYH, thank you for joining us. Eason Hershu, thank you for joining us. You know, when you eat too full, it's really hard to record. Because when you're full, when you try to speak, you get out of breath faster. Because you're like trying to speak and digest at the same time. Be right back. Less than a minute. Just gonna get some tea so that I can stay awake. Okay, I'm back. Not sure if this is the correct way to diet. Skip lunch but have a extremely filling dinner. Is that a good way to good way to lose weight? CYH, enjoy your food. Thank you very much. I just finished my dinner. How was yours? So every day I try to skip lunch, but then dinner part I seem to make up for whatever I skip at lunch. Maybe I need to have a better balanced diet plan. CYH, good to eat light for dinner. Ayo, that's the plan, right? That's the idea, right? Eat heavy for breakfast and lunch, go light on dinner. I can't do that, I don't know why. If you go too heavy on breakfast and lunch, you just feel like sleeping the rest of the day. Can't really do stuff. Food coma. Okay, we still have 5 more stories to cover. Let's go. We are really late and editorial is waiting for us to finish recording. We are really late. So, like I said, we're gonna be covering this CYH this for the next story. These are basically all the luxury cars being tied up, even caged, because the Ragasa typhoon is coming along Shenzhen, and this car didn't do too well, it seems. Let's see it once again. This cage car, they even chained the wheel. Oops. Man. I mean, if his friend told him, bro, your car is still here. but that was the after picture. Anyway, serious news. This is serious typhoon, okay? I mean, check out this lobby of Fullerton Hotel that is next to the Hong Kong Ocean Park. Welcome to the stream, Grace TT once again. And once again, this was just Ragasa typhoon skirting the coastline of Hong Kong, not even making landfall. And then there was another earlier video of it, like serious flood going on in Taiwan before it reached Hong Kong. I think it's this one. Oh nope, this is the Ragasa one. This one. Overflowing lake in Taiwan breaks bridge. And you can see all the debris of the bridge. This is scary stuff. And that man just casually walking by the camera. Okay, let me just see how am I gonna cover this, okay? Let's see. Typhoon Ragasa yesterday made landfall in Guangdong yesterday at 5 p.m. but it skirted Hong Kong. Sorry, let me see. Wow. Nearly 2 million people were evacuated before it made landfall. By the way, it had a warning of 10 on Hong Kong. That is the highest ever you can go. I think in some news I saw it was named as the strongest storm or the strongest typhoon of the year. Wow, so all over Zhuhai, Shenzhen and Guangzhou brace for heavy flooding and seawater intrusion. And there were also red alerts for landslides. Some people in Shenzhen prepared for the storm by tying down and protecting their cars with ropes and even a giant cage that would better be fit for, I don't know, an elephant, a tiger. And before it made landfall in southern China, it was actually in Taiwan where at least 17 people were unalive by this typhoon. Many more still remain missing in Taiwan, it seems. Okay, so it was in Taiwan one day earlier. The next day it skirted Hong Kong and then entered Guangdong. Okay, ready to do this. But are you sure Taiwan the 17? I think I read more. Let me check again. Taiwan 17. Oh yeah, 17. 17 didn't. At least 17 didn't make it in Taiwan. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna record this first. Thank you for joining us, Melvin. Give me like 2-3 minutes to record this story. Muting the mic in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Mute. think that went pretty well. I talked about what happened in the beginning at Guangdong, and then I talked about the cars being tight. Then I talked about Hong Kong, right? After Hong Kong, I moved to the day before Taiwan. Let me just take a listen at it. Take a listen. I think that went pretty well. Eve Lim, thank you for joining us. Kim Jiang, thank you for joining us on stream. LC Join, thank you for joining us. This is TTS Daily Behind the Scenes. 6 stories today. I've covered 2. I'm checking the recording of the second one. So far I'm pretty happy with what I mentioned. I covered all the points. Listening to it right now. Wow, the Ragasa story is 2 minutes long. But it did give a lot of context. We talk about Guangdong, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. Okay, that was okay. That was okay. I mean, I'm late today, a bit tired, but so far, all of the recordings quite okay. All done in 1 take. Some days I can take 5 takes. I think it's because I was like talking about the story so many times, repeating it so many times with chat, with squad. So when it was time for me to record, I was like, this is probably the 6th time I'm repeating the point. So I guess that helps. I guess, sharing the story with all of you so many times before I start recording is as good as really doing takes. So I'm actually doing less retakes doing this live, which is amazing. Let me send this to the team. Nettie, thank you for joining us. This TTS Daily. By the way, CYH, are you still here? Can you give us some feedback? Do you prefer this POV or the one 2 days ago? But this one I can share screen with you. That's the difference. let us know, give us some feedback, you know, because we want to improve our stream quality, our content quality. Okay, let's take a look. What was? Oh, the third story. The third story is wild. If you just joined us, who was it that was with us during the third story? CYH now better. Thanks, really. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the third story is wild. Okay, the third story is wild. Where is it? Let me show you. I think it's the 63-year-old man in Malaysia. Wait. Let me just check the order. Yep, the third story is wild. This man here, clearly smiling behind that mask, went to a lady who was, doing the self-checkout at the grocery store, touched her left cheeks twice, and then the lady scolded him, reprimanded him, but that didn't stop him. He instead took it like maybe some form of flirting. I have no idea if he has any social skills, he'd be able to understand when someone is truly unhappy and disturbed by you. After being reprimanded, he actually went to pinch the cheeks. Once again, we're talking about the facial cheeks, not the buttock cheeks. And he got off lightly. He was fined 2,500 ringgit. How much is that in Sing dollars and USD? Let me just check. 2,500 ringgit into SGD. $760, 760 Singapore dollars fine. Let's check that in USD. SGD to USD. 600 USD. Wow. So I just want to make sure I understand correctly. Basically, they said the magistrate meted out the fine in default 6 months in prison. That means, am I understanding this wrongly? That means instead of going to prison for 6 months, Mr. No idea his name, smiling here, was fined 600 USD. So basically, 100 USD fine for each month in prison that he was supposed to go. He got off really, really lightly, considering this outrage of modesty. No wonder the victim now is traumatized and doesn't dare to go out. People have no idea what is no, what is wrong, what is right to do. I'm just gonna check whether the term here is correct now, because I don't believe, in default 6 months, in default 6 months in prison. What does this mean? Serious, man. I mean, so basically, if he doesn't pay the fine of 2,500 ringgit, he goes to jail for 6 months. Basically, 600 USD. Either you pay this or you go to jail for 6 months. Basically 100 USD fine per month of jail. Choose, pick which one you want. He got off really lightly, to be honest. Really lightly. I mean, this is not like his friend or whatever, Not even an acquaintance, just a stranger that he just walked up to, touched the cheeks. I mean, they didn't even give any context. I'm sure he said some things, or maybe he didn't say anything at all. Isn't this scary? I mean, ladies, if you're watching this story, I mean, not yet, I haven't recorded it yet. I'm going to record it soon. I can understand why some of you are so fearful going out alone, because this kind of random crazy act can just happen. And then what happened is they just get slapped with a 600 USD fine. Thank you for joining us, Colleen. Colleen. So I'm gonna prepare for this story. Oh, wait a minute. Chat, nobody told me that I forgot to switch screen. Okay, this is the man. The man that we can see has a big smile behind his mask. Let's see. I'm gonna just go through the story one more time to make sure I don't miss out any points. The victim was a 23-year-old woman. And it happened like not late in the night where, you know, people can say, sorry, I was drunk, I thought you were my friend. It happened at 4 p.m. 5th September. Wait, is this the victim? No way, let me read this. There's something wrong with it. Okay, the victim's name is not shared. The man that was convicted here also, the name not shared. CYH speechless for his act. I know, right? He has like what, zero social boundaries, just go up and then touching people's face. Yeah, but the victim was a really young lady, 23 years old. That's the only context I can find. I mean, he was charged with outrage of modesty. You know, outrage of modesty in Malaysia here by the Penal Code carries a maximum penalty of 10 years, a fine, or combination. But he was given just 2,500 ringgit, which is honestly really, really light for him. I'm not sure, is it because maybe first time offense or maybe age? All the considerations here we won't know. So like I mentioned, he was fined 2,500 ringgit, which is basically 600 USD. If you don't pay the fine, you go to jail for 6 months. So basically, he's paying 100 USD to avoid going to jail per month for the next 6 months. And he paid the fine immediately, by the way. Okay. Which part of Malaysia was this? Simpang. I don't think I have context. If not, I cannot mention. Wait, where is it? Let me see. Not sure really. Which part of Malaysia? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna. It's a very short story. You see, only 5 paragraphs. I can cover this. Be right back. Gonna do recording. Ling, thank you for joining us. Let me record this first. Quickly record this. 3, 2, 1. Mute. Recording in session. I'm back. That went pretty well. I'm just gonna check the take again, but I think... Oh, I think I covered all the points. And we even have his name now. Thank you for liking the live, O Fury. Thank you for being here, CYH Faith, OVYE. Is there a way for me to expand this viewers list? Oh no. By the way, the last 2 days we were streaming on TTS Live. Using TTS Live app seems to have more algorithm boosts. Beckyos, thank you for joining the live. Ouch, that was too loud. Oh my god, I was shouting crime into my own ear. That was so loud. What? Oh my god, wait. Wait, oh my god. Pretty good. Oh no, there's a system sound into the recording. So basically my PC occasionally will have the like, the bell sound, and I think it was recorded. Okay, that was okay. I can upload this. Uh Sometimes I might want to re-record and make it faster, but today we started really late and it's already 8 p.m. We started late because I had lost real life stuff to do, as you know. We're doing this out of pocket right now, just a passion. If the time comes, this actually goes above and beyond and actually can be used for, to supplement livelihoods, then, maybe I could stream earlier and even longer in future. Hopefully that day comes. Let me just upload this first. Thank you, CYH, for being here. Have a good night. Going off. Bye. Thank you. And welcome to the stream, XX Baby. Ling, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us also, Alex, Lee, and Faith. Thank you for the rose, Ling. So let me just upload this first. Thank you for the Hut Me link. Is this format better? Some people say they prefer the format yesterday where it's all full vertical. Just that this format today I'm able to share. I can actually share like this first, you see. I can talk about the stories that I'm going through. Like the one that I just covered earlier on was this man that went to pinch the cheeks of a total stranger at a grocery store. Can you tell he's smiling? Everyone can tell he's smiling, right? Even behind the face mask. Yeah, let me upload this first. Ah, video 1 is ready. Let me check video 1. If it's ready, then I can upload it live here and you guys can see, because we recorded it. We recorded it. We recorded. We recorded it. We record or record. We recorded it. We recorded it. We recorded it. We recorded it. Why is it so hard? We recorded it together live. We recorded it together. We recorded it together live. We recorded it together live. We recorded it together live. Sorry, a bit tongue tied today. Maybe not enough water. We recorded it. We recorded it. We recorded it together live today. We recorded it together live today, and I'm about to upload it once I make sure everything is dandy. We recorded it live today. We are gonna record 6 stories live today. We recorded like 9 stories live yesterday. We recorded it live today. Sorry. I get OCD when my enunciation has issues. Welcome to the stream, Stingray. Thank you for staying by here, Faith. Appreciate you very much. You know, tomorrow I want to try the TTS Live Studio. See the algo boost. You know, see does it really make a difference? Because there's more analytics there. You know, I could tell like during that stream how many people followed us. Here I don't have any analytics. Welcome back, Dina T. Welcome back. I'm about to listen to the first story that we recorded live together today. We recorded it together today. Finally. Janice Lee Lan, thank you for joining us. Oh. Oh my god, this recording have all the cutlery sound, you know, of people nearby me having dinner. Never mind, just take it as special effects. By the way, here is temporary. We're getting a more permanent area for recording. No, we can't upload this. The editing was wrong. I need to tell them. Wait, Yep. This is wrong too. Oh man, so many things to go through. Price, crime. prime possessions, and then hold on a minute. Wrong video context. Oh no. Show this segment when I mention back kick. Let me just check. Sorry squad, just wanna make sure the edit is perfect. Did I give no ending? Okay, 121. Should I add an ending? Okay, chat, I'm back. Eva, I'm so sad when I found out Yu Menglong passed away. Yes, really sad news. Hopefully, hopefully the truth will come out, or maybe that is the truth, Hopefully we have more clarity on what actually happened, or if that was really what really happened, I mean, the best way is just for authorities to issue an official statement first instead of his agency or his mom going through his agency. An official statement by the authorities is like the best way to, calm the community first. What up? Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching us, Faith and Joe. So we did story 3. What's next? Bangkok massive sinkhole. There is a lot to talk about this. Bangkok massive sinkhole. This picture really if you're the person in this car, it's really incredulous luck that you survive this. And is nobody worried for the structure of the hospital? I mean, you can see underneath it, the soil, the earth is all eroded away. And yet above it, you can still see cars parking in the first floor open air car park of the hospital, Shouldn't they be worried and, like move the cars out? And there was like no news of like, did they evacuate the patients from the hospital? Like nothing at all here. Let me check. Okay, let's see. It happened yesterday morning, 7:15 a.m. Huge sinkhole suddenly appeared. 50 meters wide. Okay. Once again, caused by a broken water pipe that caused the soil to be eroded. Authorities confirmed there were no injuries or people being unalive. The PM said he has ordered evacuations of people in nearby risk areas. But why does it look like the hospital that is exactly on top of the sinkhole seems to be in use? Because there's like a ton of cars parked there. Or did they just evacuate it and left all the cars there? No, you're not allowed to drive the cars because you might, I don't know, destabilize the structural integrity of whatever is left underneath. A police station near the site was evacuated, so I'm guessing the whole hospital is evacuated lah. Okay. Okay, this one I want to do it really fast. I want to cover this in 30 seconds. So let me just mentally frame it quickly. Oh, it's really miraculous, eh? It opened up beneath a hospital. Thankfully, no injuries, no people unalive because of it. This is actually a miracle by itself. I mean, I roughly have an idea how I want to tell the story. Okay. I was looking at HLS. HLS is here with me. If you guys know what is HLS. Only true fans of TLS would know what is HLS. Let me know if you know what is HLS. Wada, I like the way you analyze the things. Thank you very much. Sorry I miss your chat. Sorry about it. Bro, the Moss issue. Is there a new story, Wada? I'm not aware of is there a new story regarding a Moss? I will research that tonight after I finish recording all the stories here. The Moss issue. Is there a new story? Or maybe you could briefly tell me here, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna start recording this. Because I want to cover a lot of context in 30 seconds. I want this to be faster. So I'm just trying to make mental key points, the most important parts. Oh, Wada, one person sent suspicious package. Okay, yesterday news. Okay, I think I briefly saw it because I think the last I saw of it was already resolved. It turned out to be, if I'm not wrong, it turned out to be nothing hazardous, right? Yeah. I think I saw it. Let me see if we could cover it, okay? Because editorial have like a whole ton of stories shortlisted, but I'll take a look at the story again. Bangkok Governor Chachat Sitipan. Bangkok Governor Chachat Sitipan. Bangkok Governor Chachat Sitipan. Wada, I can't comment much here, bro. It's police investigating. Police are still investigating. Probably because I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing is someone left a suspicious bag or what, right? And nobody has like come out and claiming, yeah, that's my bag. Or could it be prank related? You know what? I'll read the story tonight. Okay, I'll read the story tonight. Cause yesterday when I saw it was like, oh, it's already resolved. It seems to be like, it turned out to be nothing. So I thought, yeah. But thank you for the feedback. I'll read it tonight. And a lot of people wanted me to do the young Chinese man that drank water in the MRT. I wanted to do that, but it's just that every day, oh my god, I keep forgetting, you know. In fact, when it happened, I told myself I'm gonna do it, but then suddenly there's like other stories coming in, and then it's like already 3 4 days old, and still there are people asking me go do the man drinking water in the MRT. Oh man, yeah. So there's a lot of backlog of past events that happened recently in the week that people want us to do that. Uh technically the only way we can cover all the stories if we use an AI to cover all the stories in my likeness. I mean, who knows in the future I would be replaced by AI. Thanks for covering the Yishun 323. Yeah, but usually, we don't really like to do really grim stories, but unless a story has, good, like it's important for increasing social awareness, then we cover it. What are too many news recently? Yes, like recently, really a lot. And some days in Singapore, some days when we're doing a story, some days we're like thinking, okay, there's really nothing in Singapore today. But let's try to find at least one that we want to cover in Singapore. Then the rest is like all overseas. But Singapore recently, quite a lot of things happening. Not just Singapore, all over the world recently, quite a lot of things happening. I actually want to talk about a lot of UFOs recently, but then not really sure is if the viewership here for TTS love it or not. But recently there are a ton of UFOs appearing, and okay, never mind. That's me and my conspiracy theories. Anyway, I've rented too much. Please excuse me while I record this massive sinkhole in Thailand that happened yesterday at 7:15 a.m. Literally opened up beneath a hospital. But yet miraculously, zero injuries, zero persons being unalive. Okay. So I will be muting the chat for recording in session, praying for Hong Kong and China. Yes, praying for Hong Kong and China. 3, 2, 1, mute. Okay, I'm back from recording the sinkhole story. A bit too long than I wanted. I recorded 78 seconds. I wanted 30 seconds. Oh man, maybe I should let go of some context. Let me think about it. Should I will be re-recording this. Probably gonna speed up my speed. So let's try to get everything that I've mentioned earlier, but now below 1 minute. Let me just think. Okay, recollect back a bit what did I said earlier in the recording. Okay, gonna record the second take for this. Be right back, recording in session. Okay, I'm back. Lovey Poppy, thank you for joining us. Faith CYH, thank you for being here. TY Heng, thank you for being here. HLS is waiting for me to go home. We have 2 more stories to do. Let me upload this first. David, thank you for joining us. Joe, thank you for joining us. In the meantime, as I prepare to record a 5th one, AMA, open AMA, ask me anything. Give us your feedback too, you know. We always want to improve the standard of our contents. And my eyes are so dry. Oh, let me recheck the video of the first video we recorded together live tonight. Let me tell them video 4 uploaded. Let me check this. If this is okay, I can upload video 1 on TT. What time did we start stream? 5:30? Has it been 3 hours? Let me see if there's a way I can check the time. Has it been 3 hours? Wait, no way. There's no way I can see how long I've been streaming. For Mother. Hello, Dev. I'm still waiting. For Mother, sorry, I was distracted because we are multi-streaming on 3 platforms. Sorry that I missed out your message. So, how do I check how long have I been streaming for? Legit, no way to know. Okay, never mind. Let me just check this first. You don't even see. Oh my god, you don't even see what. Gonna upload video 1 first. Actually, not happy with the edit. I tell the team to fix up the edit because there were some mistakes. The first revision was also not perfect. Totally misunderstood. Totally missed out what I said actually. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the stuff we upload, I'm not exactly like, perfect, because we have time constraints, so sometimes you just have to do. Unbelievable. This story only did 192 views. Our last story about there is this Malaysian student that was being bullied in school, female student, because of the way her front teeth protruded outwards. Is doing really, it's like some sort of soft shadow ban. It's been 3 hours and only less than 200 views. Is kind of, I'm really surprised this only did 192 views. How? Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna post the first video first. And I'm gonna use the hashtag here, Aussie things, or Aussie life. Aussie life. Aussie life, yes. Aussie life hashtag for this Australian story. Aussie life. I'm gonna change this hashtag also. Hashtags do work, by the way, if any creators out there. But then take note, don't use more than 5 per post. Any more, you're actually gonna get sort of like a mild shadow ban. Get flagged, yeah. You all can't get flagged. Wow, the caption thumbnail is wrong. The caption thumbnail. This is bad grammar. I'm just gonna do it my way. Woman. Breaks in and shop theft at Melbourne, Australia store. Okay, video 1 just posted on TT. Go take a look. We recorded that live today together. Oh wait, maybe you can't see it appear yet, because after I post, there'll be like a few minutes, up to 10 minutes of like content review before everyone else will be able to see it. Fat Siu, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Valine, thank you for joining us. By the way, squad, fat is Siu. She's one of my trusted crystal specialists. You need crystals? You need some views on crystals? You can ask her. Lol, thank you for joining us. We just posted the first video that we recorded today. The Melbourne woman that cannot be stopped crying. For crying is her way, and nothing will stop her. So we need to go to the fifth story. We are behind schedule, way behind schedule. Okay, I'm gonna make it a point to finish recording the next two stories so we can end stream really soon because HLS is waiting for me to go home. If you know what is HLS, then you are an OG. Only true TLS OGs would know what is HLS. And story 5 is story 5. Oh, this is the scary one. This is a local story. The 10-year-old boy in Singapore lost his fingertip. So basically, it's this story. Wait, let me see. Is it the right scene? Okay, is this story? 10-year-old boy loses fingertip on swing in Bishan. And the most scary part about this story is I've been looking for context. Did the boy manage to reattach back his finger? Sadly, there was zero context, so we're gonna assume. I guess he really lost that fingertip permanently. Yep, I'm gonna leave it here. Let me just go through the points. This just happened 3 days ago. 5 p.m. 10-year-old boy. Is it considered an injury? He lost a fingertip. His fingertip was severed, not severed, severed. How do you pronounce this word? His fingertip was severed because it was trapped between the loose wooden slats of the swing. After the accident, the boy, the victim, and the brother sought help from 2 foreign workers. Ouch. Apparently there are photos shared online, but okay. I think it's in this. Okay, I'm not gonna share this. Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at it myself, but I'm not gonna share this with you all because it might be too gruesome. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Don't think we can show this. Feel faint looking at it. And there's even blood stains on the swing. And you know, looking at the pictures of the swing, it actually doesn't look like it doesn't actually look like it was that dangerous, you know. This is really like a freak accident, you know. The swing actually looks okay, you know. The wood doesn't look like it is really damaged or broken. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Even this source doesn't give us context if the boy managed to reattach back his fingers. That is like the most important thing I want to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna say in a story that because multiple sources did say he went for treatment, but there was no mention of reattaching back the finger. We're just gonna have to assume RIP finger. What else? They say the swing appeared to have defects, but taking a look at all 4 pictures earlier on, I couldn't tell any defects. Sure, there are gaps between the wooden, slabs of the swing, but isn't that how it's supposed to be made? I mean, probably there are some without gaps. Basically, the thing is you're not supposed to put your finger in between those gaps. Those gaps between the wooden slabs of the swing is not for you to get grip or hold. You know, you're supposed to hold the bars, the handlebars at the side. Okay, let's record this. Excuse me, lips a bit dry. Okay, so we are gonna record the fifth story. Gonna be fast, running behind schedule. Gonna put you into mute, recording in session. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, gonna listen to that recording real quick. Actually re-recorded that 3 times. because HLS was too noisy. Anybody can tell me what is HLS? Let me see who are the OGs here. Angel Lin Chan 57, thank you for joining us. Hopefully this take is okay, so I only have to do one more take. Okay, that was okay. Gonna upload this to the team. One more to go. One more to go. Kyoji and Cookie, thank you for joining us on stream. We're TTS Daily, this is behind the scenes. We are recording stories daily, live. And we post them daily live. We have posted our first recorded story of the night. It's about this Aussie woman, Aussie, that loves criming. Even when she stops, she continues criming. So, oh, the last story is very simple. It's a power bank that went boom, got the whole house on fire in China. And there was zero context of whether the power bank was left charging or the family was out. If it wasn't left charging and it just boomed on its own, that's wow. That's now. Oh, video 2 is ready, but let's just cover video 3 first. Let me see how is video 1 doing. Interesting. Video 1. Okay, sorry for the delay. I was just looking at the analytics of the last two videos we posted today. The analytics is kind of weird. I don't understand it. Okay, anyway, the last story is this one. I'm gonna show you the picture. This is the last story we're gonna record today. Whole house in China caught on fire because of the power bank went boom. But the part is they didn't give context of whether. Wait, can you all see? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the one. This is the last story we're gonna record today. The thing is, there was no context. Was the power bank being charged while the family was outside? Because if they left the power bank charging and it went out, that is insane. Okay, please do not do that. But then some people, they do forget that they left it plugged in and it's still charging. A lot of people, that's the scary part about it. There's no context, eh. It just say the power bank self-ignited on the sofa. Let me see. They keep talking about the firefighter that put out the fire say like, be careful of power banks that has a folding plug head. Off the top of my mind, I don't know any power banks that has this folding plug head design. A folding plug head? Do you mean you can plug the power bank directly into the power plug? That kind of power banks? Is that what they are meaning? I don't think I've ever seen those locally. But that's the idea I'm getting from reading this description. Basically a power bank where you can directly plug it to the power point. That's how I understand this phrase. Instead of using a cable or a built-in cable to plug into a USB port, or USB-C port. Is this what they meant? Be careful of power banks with folding plug head. Oh, by the way, this didn't happen in China. This happened in Taipei, Taiwan. Okay. Really zero context on if it was plugged in or not. Well, okay. Let's do this. Hold on a minute. Where is... Oh, here. Thank you for being here, Keegan, CYH Faith, JQ, Dinity, Miss Su Jot. Thank you for joining us. Man, if only we have a picture of a folding plug head power bank. I'm gonna search. Let me just do a quick search online. See, does it folding plug head power bank? Oh my god, I know what they mean. So okay, so there are really power banks that you can directly plug into the power outlet. And I think this is what they meant. Okay, I'm gonna start recording this. So, recording in session. Thank you for being here. This is our sixth story. Really rushed today. Really rushed today. Hopefully, tomorrow we'll start recording earlier. Just that today I really had a ton of stuff to do, in real life stuff. So, yeah, recording in session in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I recorded a quick one. Just listen to it. It's okay. I'm just gonna submit it because it's really 9 p.m. I'm getting rush. So it was a bit too long-winded for my taste. Even though I love being long-winded, even this story is too long-winded for my taste when I am long-winded. So thank you for joining us. I think we've recorded over 3 hours. Tomorrow will be earlier, so I need to go back and do a lot of stuff to make sure that tomorrow I'll be available earlier. And CYH, thank you. Hope to see you all again tomorrow. Thank you for being here almost every day. CYH, really appreciate you. Rich Luo, thank you for joining us. But stream is ending soon. My kids are waiting for me to go home together. Mel Power, thank you for joining us. Sorry, the stream is ending soon. Oh, guess what? I finally saw the timer. I can finally see how long I've streamed. It has been exactly 3 hours, 31 minutes, 35 seconds. So yeah, this is gonna be a very pretty fast, quick goodbye. Thank you for being here. See you all tomorrow. First story has been uploaded. When I get home, I'll upload the second story because I haven't seen the edits yet. So thank you for being here and see you tomorrow. See you all. Bye.